Hello guys, my name is JC, otherwise known as your boy the Avient Gamer, and today I'd like to talk to you guys how to start a YouTube channel that's kind of centered around Minecraft. Now, before you all get really concerned, really confused, Minecraft is a dying game. Now, that's a fact. That's not something, you can deny. Obviously, a lot of YouTubers are, losing subscribers. And what I'm going to tell you is how you can actually start a channel in a dying game. Now, obviously, I don't want you guys to get really upset. I played Minecraft for 7 years. I love the game with a passion. It's not that I would love the game to, pick up popularity again. But after Dan TDM left and all the other people left, it's kind of a dying game. And there's nothing you really can do about that. Now, the fact is, Minecraft, as I said, is dying. So what you want to do is, if you really want to start a Minecraft channel, now would be the best time possibly to do that. So first of all, I'm in my survival world currently. I actually started my YouTube channel doing survival. It was what I love to do and stuff. But this is going to be an example of something that yes, you may like it, but you might have to focus your fan base about something different, because a lot of people actually might not be a fan of survival. Like survival itself, like playing out, go out and mine stuff, gets really boring sometimes, and a lot of people aren't actually big fans of it. So I've got a list of a couple things that I'm going to go through and explain how to start a channel with, and what to use in order to grow your channel around Minecraft and still play Minecraft if you're a big fan of that. Now, obviously, you don't want to play, quote unquote, just plain old survival videos, because honestly, as much as that is really fun and all, it's not really popular anymore. And so you have to kind of look up and you have to see kind of stuff like the I Am Dirt challenges were a big thing recently. So you've just got to see what's kind of popular in Minecraft and go off of that for video wise. Now I'm going to explain a couple of things, some things that have worked for me. I have had my YouTube channel for about 7 years now, and I have constantly been doing things, trying to change it, experimenting. So I'm just going to share with you some of the best things that I have found from my YouTube channel. I've actually given this information to a couple people to test to see what happens. These people have gained over hundreds of subscribers, almost 30% more of their whole fan base within a couple months, a month. And so I want to share this with you guys, so I hope you guys will also have a chance to grow your channel. So first of all, there's a couple things you got to understand when you get into YouTube if you're a completely new person and you're wanting to make a YouTube channel. Number one, things are not going to happen automatically. Now, there's certain things you can do to see results pretty quickly, but you've got to be careful how you do things, because obviously subbotting, as much as people think it's a very good idea at first, the moment you start getting lots of subscribers, people get really worried when you only have 3 views and 80,000 subscribers. And I'm not gonna go into that situation. Just know that yes, it may be cool to show your friends that you have 80,000 subscribers, but the moment when they see you have no views, they're not gonna believe you. And then if you want to do the views on top, view botting on top of that, that's just a lot of money and really no purpose. You don't get anything out of it. Honestly, I like doing YouTube so I can interact with people. So obviously, I don't want I like talking to people. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get right into the list. I have a list set aside. I've already planned this whole video out. I prepared everybody. I'm a premium meme. Okay, so you know what? So let's get started. So first of all, a couple things that I am a big fan of that I found have helped me a lot. First of all, I am a big fan of live streaming. I do that almost 100% of the time when I can. Obviously, I'm making a video today because I try to get some videos out. It's part of another thing I'll explain later in the video. So live streams are really helpful for any type of channel, honestly. I think that if you live stream, you can connect with your viewers a lot better, and you can actually I guess in a sense convince them to subscribe. You can be like, yeah, I really do. You really can make them want to subscribe a lot better, because you can talk to them and interact with them. And honestly, people would love anything but to interact with people. And another thing that I can think of, I'm actually going to real quick fly up here, but another thing I can think of is that, the live streaming is really good if you can, thank people, when they subscribe. Obviously, you want to make sure there's kind of a reward for subscribing. You want to shout them out or something, or do something like that. Obviously, sometimes you don't want to do something you'll give them money or something for subscribing. Obviously, that's not going to be what you want. I mean, honestly, my examples would be in my live streams. I have something where I have a notification that shows up on the stream. Whoever subscribed, I usually thank them. I oh, thank you for subscribing, and that's what happens. And so that makes people want to subscribe a lot more. So that's an example of a really good way to start a channel, is just by live streaming. Now, obviously, if you're starting the channel from scratch with no subscribers, then make sure, I can honestly stress this enough, make sure that you kind of, I don't know, get your name out there, talk with your friends, see if you get a couple friends that will watch for the first time, because anything that you can get above 0 views will be perfect. like more people will show. Obviously, it's going to take time. You got to be patient. Now, let me get into part number 2. So, obviously, I understand some people cannot like stream. Obviously, there's internet issues and computers are like difficult to get really nice beefy computers to stream. So, another thing I can tell you is there's something called, if you guys are familiar with the server called Mineplex, I stream on there a whole lot, and I'll explain why. This is pretty much the simple way. The MPS system is like one of the most easiest ways to like get subscribers. Like you can literally, my whole channel is probably pretty much off of that. Like I've done a lot of other stuff, but literally the Mineplex MPS system is so easy for getting subscribers. Like you could start with 0 subscribers, and I bet you could get like 30 in a day, like no doubt. So let me explain some stuff first of all. So when you get an MPS, Mineplex has a system where you have an a mini server in the big server. And you tell people, you can go around and advertise yourself and tell people to, go to your server and say there's a YouTuber on there. You could have 0 subscribers. People would still join. And people see that you're streaming or, you're making a video, they'll check out your channel. And I guarantee you some of them will subscribe and they will stay active. So you know what? If it's a small amount at first, you will start getting subscribers within the day. If you streamed, I mean, you don't even have to look professional. I mean, long as you kind of have a good mic. People love face cams in streams, by the way. They love them with a passion. They like to see that you're not talking to some random creepy dude in behind a camera, or not behind a camera. They like to see who you are. So another thing is, when you invite people to your MPS, you want to make sure that, you tell them the link. Obviously, the more player slots you can get, the better, because the more views you'll get and the more people outside of Mineplex you'll get as well. Obviously, I'm in the Eternal rank. I have the maximum amount of players, so I get like 60 players on there. I average like 40-some or 50-some viewers, and it goes pretty well. Now, obviously, I have people calling me on Discord. Oh my gosh, wow. So, anyway. As I was saying though, so people will obviously join the MPS and they'll talk to you and they'll subscribe and they'll be in the video and then they'll want to see the video and you'll get more views. That's how you start a channel. You could have 0 subscribers and you could get like 5-10 subscribers first day, no issue. The next thing I can tell you after that is just make sure you kind of do that consistently, and that gets into the next part about videos, is make sure that, if you're going to make a channel, do something consistently. Like me, I stream all the freaking time. I stream Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, and I do videos throughout the week. Obviously, I've been a little bit difficult on that. But another thing to keep in mind is I have been doing YouTube, and one of the biggest regrets that I have is I did not make videos for a good gap in time, or a good bit of time, and that has really made a lot of inactive people. Now, obviously, I understand that, I'm starting to get those back, but get those people back watching. But you've got to understand something is you've got to keep people active, because sometimes people can't always watch your streams all the freaking time. So you've got to kind of get videos of something that other people will want to watch. So I have all these videos that I've been making so that people will be able to have something else to watch and stay active even if they can't watch my streams, which I do stream a whole lot more than I do videos, no doubt. But the biggest thing is, honestly, I'm sitting here ranting and I apologize for this. I guess if you really want to watch me walk around and show this world off, I don't know, if you maybe comment down below if you really want to see a tour of this. But the biggest thing I can say is, once you've kind of gone through and I lost what I was going to say. Basically, it's just you want to make sure you have a consistent schedule, and that kind of brings in the type of videos you want to make. So I'm going to explain some of that. So first of all, if you want to do a shout-out series, it's a good way to start off the channel. The best way, number one thing though, is you don't want to say just subscribe and you get a shout out, because what people will do is they go around, there's this type of people, I guess, they just go around, they look for it, they just look all around for those kind of channels, and then they just subscribe to the channel and they never tune back again, and that's not what you want. Yes, you may want a big number, that's almost as bad as like sub button, because it's just a number and you won't get any views. So the biggest thing is you want to say either something like stay active and comment on so many videos, and then they'll stay active, hopefully, and they'll be on your videos. Now, another thing is, don't do, giveaways are really a sketchy place, because, yes, you may say subscribe and stay active, but people might just leave, everybody. You might get a whole bunch of people interested in your giveaway, and the moment you give it away, everybody's going to leave, because they're like, oh, well, I have no chance of getting it anymore. So that's kind of what goes on. So another thing is, if you're starting off a new channel, one of the particular things I did when I started off my channel, I got about 100 subscribers within the first week of me having my channel. Now, obviously, it was a pretty crazy thing. I'll tell you what I did. So honestly, I'm not too proud of this, but I went around and I spammed channels. Spam channels and said, subscribe and maybe we can partner or something like that. Obviously, if you want to do that, the number one thing is you have to make friends before you can start. You have to make kind of YouTube buddies that are going to help you out with your channel. they're gonna watch your stuff. You want to have like partners that are maybe small YouTubers too that that will be willing to help your channel and watch your stuff and you watch their stuff kind of thing. And you want to make kind of buddies that will help each other out. What you don't want to do is just go around and spam channels and then never respond back, because yes, you may get like you may do that. You may get a lot of subscribers interested. Oh, of course it starts to rain, well, especially when it's daytime. I'm gonna go hide down in the base real quick. But pretty much, once you've kind of got a base or a group of people that watch, you want to make sure you have buddies, because they can give you their subscribers, or their subscribers might come interested in your channel or something like that. So that's what you really want to do, is make sure that you have some buddies that kind of have a couple subscribers. 100 subscribers. If everybody has, if you have like 10 buddies that have 100 subscribers and you record with all of them, you're gonna get a couple subscribers from that, no issue whatsoever. So the next thing I can say is, see if your buddies, as I said, will like put you on the side of your channel. The channel sidebar is like this little set of people that you can add on the side. I have mine's like dank fams or something. I have it on the side so you guys can do that. But the next thing is social media. Now, everybody thinks social media is a very difficult thing to manage, and it is. Honestly, it's very difficult. The thing is what I mean by social media is, Planet Minecraft would be a great example. If you're trying to start a Minecraft channel, make sure you use like Planet Minecraft and just make an account on there and talk to people and say, this is my channel. Maybe add some builds if you're really good at building. Put some builds on there and just say subscribe like somewhere on there, and like that will give you exposure to your YouTube channel. What you don't want to do is create a social media. Don't tell anybody to subscribe to it, because obviously you want to get people from your channel to go subscribe to it. Give them a I don't know. Like, support it. Be like, hey, I'm doing a shout out to whoever, top 5 people that subscribe, or I don't know, top 5, most likers. I don't know what you want to say. And people will go on there and they'll like, and then you'll shout them out, and you'll get more boost on your social media, and then more people will see it, and you'll get more stuff from that. But I'm trying to think of what else I'm missing. As I said though, if you guys would kind of enjoy this video, I covered everything. I hope. If you guys have anything to think that I missed, or any ideas other than this, I just would like to recommend that this is what I have tried. Honestly, for all the people that I've told about this, they have gained like hundreds of subscribers from within like weeks. So I mean, if you have any questions or you want help, I'm honestly open for it. Just comment down below. I always try to reply to my comments. That's another thing you should do. Try to stay active with your viewers. They like to see that. But as I said, if you guys have anything you think I missed or you think I should add, and if you're having difficulty or having any troubles, the best thing, top 3 things I can say is live streams, and live streams. I don't care if it's the same thing. Anyway, so everybody, see y'all later. Stay dank, everybody, and good luck with your YouTube channels, guys. See y'all. Bye.